Hello everyone, this is Jim and welcome to episode 19 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. Hope you're well, looking after yourselves. I know some people are on school holidays at the moment. Hope you're enjoying your school holidays and not wasting too much time playing Minecraft or watching Minecraft videos. uh, Play Minecraft all you like. Play, play, play. Uh, so today we are somewhere else today. As you can see behind us there, we have a big wide desert there. Um, More desert. And if you look behind us, there's a portal there. And then just behind my head there, there's a village there. Now we came here very early on in the series when we were exploring around for the first time. Uh, our portal appeared underground here, as it did in a lot of places when we first came here. And that village behind us, we came and visited and checked out the stuff there. But this desert is where I've been coming to get sand and glass for my supplies. But we're going to do some work here today. There's a couple of things I'd like to do. For example, I want to set up a squid farm here. So we've been looking into all the dyes that we need, all the base dyes that we're going to need for various things over time to get a good supply of dye. And so here is a good spot to build a squid farm. Hardly any water, a little bit behind us there, so that we can make sure there's more spawns of the squid in our own little water system that we'll set up. We'll basically make a tank and just hopefully we'll get as many squid spawns in there as we can while we're just here digging sand and things. And we've got a couple of other things to do as well. Get more sand, of course. I need more sand. Running a bit low, and we want more glass and things. So let's have a quick look around. Now, I moved the portal here from down under the ground a while ago now. So just behind us over this way, we have some water there. So start of an ocean there. We want to make sure that our squid farm's far enough away from here that we don't get squid spawning in there, because we want to make them spawn in our spot as much as possible. So I'm thinking we're going to head over that direction over there. We'll have to fill that in, that little water pool there. But somewhere over in that way, I think, we'll have a look and see if there's a good spot to put in a squid farm around there. And then we can just, while we're here, mine sand around and things while our squid farm works to get us more ink sacs. So we'll probably also put a rail system in to come all the way back here to the portal, so we can drop off more sand in some chests here as well. If we dig more sand than we can carry. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. Also, I've made an ender chest back at the base, and I've brought the goodies to make an ender chest here. So we need an eye of ender and then some obsidian like that to get an ender chest. And so then got some goodies in there. Yeah, so just some general stuff. I've got no diamonds in here because I'm out of diamonds, but some building supplies ready to go. That's rendering a bit funny, isn't it? That might be Optifine rather than Minecraft itself. And to pick up the ender chest, we need to use a silk touch pick, I believe. So there we go. Cool. So we'll take this with us to keep us up to date with some supplies. Now, I'll get us over that way there, and we'll have a look around and see if there's a good spot for our little squid farm. Okay, I think this'll be a good spot for us. So we're right up on top of one of the hills up here. So what we'll do, we'll build a tank here, and we'll make sure that the squid can spawn in it and then fall through the bottom, and then they'll plummet down that way somewhere and go splat. And then we'll make a way for all the ink sacs that they leave to be picked up. So the portal, yeah, is over there. That's the staircase I put in a while ago, just a very simple staircase. So we're that far away, so we'll definitely want to make a rail line somewhere around here. I guess we could be mining sand down there or around here while the squid spawn. There's a little bit of water down there. That's the edge of that little pool that we saw before. And there's a couple of other water pools on the other side of that little hill there that we'll have to fill in. Yeah, and I just realised the one thing I didn't put in my ender chest is food. I've got 2 bits of chicken left, and some rotten flesh and some spider eyes. Yeah, very healthy food, those ones. So we're going to have to see how we go with food, and hopefully I don't fall down too much. The old feather falling boots are holding together, haven't completely worn out yet, but getting worn out quite a bit compared to the other bits of armour. So let's see. We're going to need some sand to make some glass, because like to make a nice big glass clear tank. Wood, we've got some wood in here, we've got some jungle wood, but we might use this for, signs and things. I might have to chop up some of the acacia wood over there in the savannah area there to use, and then we can get building. So I'll get us the supplies. Woohoo! So much sand. Woo! We can steal some food from the villagers. Sorry, villagers. Another thing I forgot was a bed. So we're working through the night. That's alright though. Let's see. Now we want to make basically a square-ish tank here. So I'm not sure how big we want to go. Let's grab some acacia. So if we do sort of the base of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10, sort of a like that, and then maybe another 10 blocks in that direction. Do sort of a 10 by 10 by something tank. A 10 by 10 by 10 tank, like that. And I was one bit of wood short. So I'm going to have to go get some more. So all the dirt here is just temporary to help me get around. So what we need to do now is glass in the walls. We'll do the walls. I think we'll leave the ceiling open. I don't think we really need to cover that up. But we'll do the walls first. Now, I did grab some of the cactus around the place down there. So we might do some green glass, just because the clear glass looks pretty ordinary. And green, well, I don't know if green's going to really go with the grey, but we'll make it work, won't we? So there's one green glass wall. It's okay, I think. It'd be nice to put like a little black, like a squid head or something inside it, but alas, we don't have any ink sacs with us, and that's what we're trying to get. So plain green it will be. Alright, there we go. We'll put the other wall, missing wall in a bit. So what we need to do now is have a way to hold the water in and let the squid fall out. And of course you can probably see what's in my hand here. We use signs, done, and then shift click on that sign, done, shift click, done, shift click, done, and we do this all the way across and then fill in this whole area with signs. Now it's 10 by 10, so need 100 signs. I think I've got enough here now. Yeah, and so that will contain the water, but the squid will fall out. Now that is a lot of signs. Next up is the tricky bit. We have to fill it with water. So it might have been easier to do that. Well, there's probably a lot of easier ways, but probably with ice blocks. So we'll just make a little infinite water source. Put him there and him there. There's a zombie dying. Grab that, and then this is going to be tricky. One there, and then one there, and then there we are. And yeah, so we're going to have to do layer by layer. Try and put the water along this row and along this row. so it'll spread across. So I'm going to have to very carefully block over and try not to fall in. So we'll do the bottom row here like so. Now we got, make sure it's all still, might need one there. No. Hang on, let's see, there's a bit of an angle there. We want that to be looking straight, so we might have to fill in a couple more spots maybe here. There we are, and make sure we get it all. There we go. So they're all flowing that way. Oh, there we are. No, yes, no. So we're going to need a few more over there, which is going to require a bit of carefulness, like this. And then let's see, how close are we? Might have to go a little bit closer and get, say, that one and that one. Whoop. There, so that's cool there, and then there, and then we'll grab that one and put that in the corner. Okay, and we have a row. Okay, so I'm going to have to repeat that, put in the next row of glass, do the next bit of layer of water, and so on all the way up to the top. Alright, tank now full. That was quite a task, and I didn't actually fall through myself, so that was good. Having said that, I've got to get down here now. There we are. And ooh, that's close. So there we go. We have now a full tank. So let's go down the bottom now and sort of dig out a spot for the squid to fall into, and then we'll get some stuff down there to pick stuff up. Uh-oh. I think I've goofed. I think I've screwed it up. Just checking the wiki, and it says squid spawn in water between layers 46 and sea level, and sea level is level 64, so I don't think we're going to get anything up there. All that work is going to waste, I think. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, I've buggered up. Yes, that's not going to work up there. I was hoping, squid spawn right up in the air and fall down, and we watch them fall while we're getting our sand, and no, that's not going to work. Squid spawn between 40 something and 60 something, and that's way beyond 60 something up there. Well, that's Y level, that is. So if we bring up the thing here, right now we're standing at 88, Y88. So yeah, we're already above the level, so we can't use that. But I nearly rage quit, but I thought, no, let's keep going, and so I've put together this down here. So, whew, yes, bit of extra work for a sort of flying swimming pool that nobody can use. So I've put this in place here, nearly up to the same point as that one up there. Not quite as big, it's still 10 by 10 sort of side and back. Not quite as high though, this one. So yeah, put in these little steps just so we can have one side will be glass. We'll leave these ones as the sandstone, and then we'll put glass on this window here. And we'll do something a little bit different down here. Rather than have them fall all the way down, we'll change things up here. So I'll get the glass in place and the water in to get it at least to the same point as that one there, and we can continue on. Alright, so there we are. We are now at the same point where we were before. So yeah, we've got our little tank here. Hopefully we're all good now with heights. We're so about 62 down to 56 or something. So we should be in the right levels now. Now before we come down and continue on down here, I think we'll go around and fill in all the other little bits of water around. There's a couple of pools around like this one there. And where are you going? And there's a couple on the other side too over there. So we'll go in. Got plenty of sand to fill these in. So yeah, we don't want these guys spawning here. We want them spawning over there. So let's fill these in. Gonna need a lot of sand, I reckon, to fill that one in. Alright, I've filled in those bits of water and we have a couple of squid in ours. Yay! Well, it's good to know that something is going to spawn in here. Alright, well, what we're going to do down the bottom here, I think rather than dig the whole thing down, I think we'll just basically put water streams sort of flowing across this way. So when these guys fall out like that, they'll hit a water stream that pushes them to one spot here, and then another stream to push them, say, this way, and then we only have to dig a little hole all the way down here. I'm trying to avoid having to dig all this out, basically. So we'll make them go down a little hole. Yeah, see, we don't even really need a big hole to make them drop and go splat. They can just drop and slowly suffocate like that one just did. Yeah, so we'll put a little stream, couple of streams here to push them into a spot here, and then we can pick up the stuff from here. Okay, like that. So some are falling through already. We're getting a good amount there. I guess they can swim against the current there. Hopefully they gradually get pushed into a hole there. Yeah, this guy, is he going to fall in? Sort of, nearly. Yes. Hopefully they'll gradually, it looks like it, they'll gradually come into here. So now we need to have a way to pick up all the thingamajigs, ink sacs, them thingamajigs, and we'll just, maybe some hoppers. I think that might be the easiest. We'll just put down 9 hoppers to feed into a chest, like that. So these will all feed into the chest here. Gee, I've got plenty of ink sacs now just from here and from cleaning up those other little spots too. Alright, next up is to get the ink sacs that go into here to near the portal. We need a rail line for that. So we have a rail line now. Okay, we've got on this end, I've built this off camera, we've done these a few times now, the standard little unloader system for the minecarts going into the comparator, which then turns off the torch, which turns off the repeater, which turns that off while things are in the hopper. So the minecart can empty, and then as soon as the hopper's empty, it all turns on again, and the minecart heads back. So there we go. We've done that a few times. So now the track here heads all the way down to our little squid system there. Just a very basic. Went with the acacia wood for the track, as you can see there. Not particularly fancy, but we're not going to hang out here that much, but had to make it look reasonably semi-interesting rather than just use cobble or something. So now down here, if we go down into the track itself, so I've just got some stairs here next to the track for access for us. We can run along here, and then just at the end here, this is where our squid farm is. Now I haven't done this bit here. Let's see. There we are. And we've got 30 already, which is good. So we have to hook this up here so that the minecart will load up from the chest there and head all the way back up to and there's another one up to the portal and drop off the stuff. So yeah, what are we going to do here? Alright, we're going to come up with a little loader system down at our squid farm there. But one thing, just a couple of things to look at first. We can detect how many items are in a chest minecart or a hopper minecart if we use a detector rail with a comparator. So normally a detector rail just puts out a redstone signal if there's a minecart on top of it. But if we use a comparator, it'll give us a different strength signal based on how many items are in the minecart. So we can just push it across there, and then so this one's got a few in this one slot here, and we get a little 1 strength signal. So if we chuck some more stuff in it, now we're getting signal strength 2 coming out of it like that. So we can make use of that. I didn't know about that one in the last episode. I had to look this up, but yeah, we've got to use a detector rail for that, like that. Problem is we don't have it on a powered rail, so we've got to come up with some other way to boost the signal and boost the minecart, sorry, and get him to move again once we detect he's got enough stuff in him. And we also might make use of this little contraption here. In electronic speak, this is called an RS latch. It has 2 inputs. Basically, we have a set and a reset. So RS, and basically we have one that'll turn the lamp on, and then it doesn't matter how many times we click it, it'll leave it on. And then the reset, you click it once, it'll turn it off, and then it doesn't matter how many times you click it, it'll stay off. So that will turn it back on, and that one will turn it off. So a handy little contraption just to keep in mind for something to use. You might need something to turn on a signal at one point and another bit to turn it off at the other point, and then you might get more signals coming through at this one, but you only want the one just to turn it on. So it's a pretty simple little circuit. You can look this up as well, but basically you have your set come in through either this side here or this side here, with a little bit of redstone coming out there, and a torch on this side and a little bit of redstone coming out there, and another torch there, and your reset coming in either this side or this side. Very simple little circuit. And then you can take your output signal from either this bit of redstone or this bit of redstone. So I've taken it out of here, for example, for the lamp just here. So I think we're going to have to make use of both of these features to get a little loader system that we want to use. Alright, here's our little system. So we've got over here, we've got our little RS latch that we just saw. So we've got one of the inputs coming from a detector rail up there, going along here and into this block, and another input coming into this block here from a comparator on this detector rail. And also at this rail here we've got the hopper from our squid farm coming in here, so the ink sacs will come in through here into our hopper minecart. So that's where our 2 inputs are coming for our RS latch, basically from that detector, which is acting just as a normal minecart detector, and from this detector, which has got a comparator on it. Okay, so once this comparator gets a signal strength of 2, it goes into a repeater, and then we'll go into the RS latch here. So let's see. If we go, so if the minecart comes up here and hits that and turns that on, then we'll have that bit of redstone turn on. It doesn't matter if it clips it a couple of times, that's staying on. And then when this comparator's outputting a signal strength of 2, strong enough signal, then this input will come on here like that, and that little bit of redstone will turn off. So that's the bit of redstone we're going to use. What are we going to use it for? Well, we're going to use it for turning on and off this piston. There we go, like that. So this piston will push out this fence post here, and this fence post is basically going to keep our minecart stuck in here so it doesn't roll away until we want it to roll away. So again, the minecart will come up here, it'll turn this on like that, and our piston will not push out like that. Oh, oops, that one's on. There we go. Yeah, that's something. If the inputs stay on, then the other input won't do anything. So you can sort of lock your system, I guess, in that sense. Right. Hopefully that hasn't confused you too much. So yes, our minecart clips that, and it'll turn this signal on, which will push out the piston and push out the fence post. So the minecart will then roll back down, get stuck here on this detector rail until this one's ready, and he's got enough basically ink sacs in him to then turn this one back on, and the piston goes away and he'll roll down and head back off to unload. So hopefully that's not too confusing, but let's give this guy a push. Hopefully he's got nothing in him at the moment. Have we got any ink sacs here? We have 13. As you can see, I've got quite a few already. So let's push this guy there. Up he goes. There we are. And he didn't do what... Oh, because I left that one on. Let's get rid of these things before I screw things up again. Yeah, if you leave one of the inputs on, it sort of screws everything up. Okay, now you're going to work. There we go. Excellent. Okay, good. So he's held in place now. So let's see, how many ink sacs are we going to need before he triggers again? So let's put in 28. So they'll slowly go in to him or not. Why aren't you going into the hopper? What have I done here? Okay, I've locked the hopper, basically. So nothing can go in it because the detector rail is outputting a redstone signal, which is locking the hopper, which means I'm going to have to redesign it. Poop. Okay, the solution is to have the hopper up one block. So the hopper was down here, so we have to have it up here, the one that's feeding in the stuff into the minecart. Then this won't be affected by the signal coming from the detector rail underneath the minecart there. Now I can't really lift this guy up though because, oh actually we could, couldn't we? We can get rid of this chest and then just have the hoppers all feed into this one hopper here. Ah, I thought I was going to have to lower everything, but we just need to put one more hopper in there. Like that. So then if we feed in, say, oh, let's put just a 32. 32 ink sacs just into there. They'll go into there, which then will go into here. Minecart, there we are. So that's gradually filling up, and then it goes, and then it goes. Cool. Alright. Now I'm sure this is the most complex, overly complicated, convoluted solution for a little minecart loader system that you can make, but oh well, we made it ourselves. That's the important thing. Didn't look at any tutorials, just had to look at how things worked and came up with their own little system. Whew, very good. Cool. Alright, well we'll just have to fix this so that this guy now goes all the way back up and gets unloaded at our unloader station. So there, and then off you go. Like that. Cool. We can then clean these up, and then hopefully he will be back in a sec having unloaded, and then we'll come in and lock up our system again until he fills up with more. Hopefully he's coming. Yes, yes. I'll pause until I see him. Here he is under the ground. Look at that. Now I think that's just a visual bug on our client side here, so hopefully he is actually getting filled up. So let's chuck some insects into the hopper. Yeah, so there, oh, and there he is, he's up again. So I think that's just a bit of a glitch with Minecraft. Fortunately, he's not actually running under the ground. Oh, very good. Okay, cool. Well, our system works. Yeah, as I said, overcomplicated, but what are you going to do? It's fun. And yes, the ink sacs are being dropped off up here in the chest at our little unloader system. And that's it for today. We've run out of time. So yeah, interesting day today. We had a bit of a fail up there, but never mind. These things happen. Got to do my homework a bit more often, I think, to figure out what's where things spawn before we build mob farms. But we did get our new one in place down there behind us, so we're getting plenty of squid from that. And we did a bit of track and a bit of redstone, so a bit of everything today. I think that was a good day. Next episode, we will start back here just to do the final. Go away, spider. Hang on. There. Where'd he go? There he is. There we are. What was I saying? Next episode we will start back here just to finish off. We won't spend the whole episode here. We'll just do the last few little things, and then we'll head back to the base for the rest. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching me make plenty of mistakes, but that's the name of the game, really, isn't it? Learn from your mistakes. And yeah, cool. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next episode.